Hi, happy Wednesday, and welcome to our third yoga class of our Too Strong, Too Spook 5-day Boostcamp challenge. I hope that you've had a great week so far. We're in the middle of the week, and I don't know about you, but for me, Wednesdays seem to make or break me. I either do really well or everything falls apart. So let's try to work on everything going really well for me and for you this week. How's that sound? Okay, so today's flow from the email today is a beautiful balance flow. We are going to work on balancing poses today. So you're going to get a little bit of core work, but you're really going to balance and maybe fall over, and that's okay. We're just learning to trust ourselves, trust our intuition, trust our gut, and I thought that really went, is something that we really need when we're building confidence, So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to get started standing. Most of this flow is standing, so I really hope that I don't cut my hands off. Okay, let's go ahead and get started at the top of our mat, and we are going to start in mountain pose. So I want you to plant your feet in the ground, put a big smile on your face, take those shoulders up by your ears, roll them back down, put the shoulder blades into their pocket, squeeze in your gut and your glutes, hands pressed towards the fingers, pressing towards the mat, palms open wide, our heart is open. We're going to take a big inhale and an exhale, and we're going to feel really rooted in this position. And actually, you know what? Because most of this is standing, I'm actually going to face you guys, okay? So I'm going to turn myself so that I can face you guys. I think it will might be more beneficial for you for today's class. Okay, so we're here in mountain. Take a big inhale and exhale. And now we're going to inhale our arms up, and as we sit down, we're going to sit back in the chair. So just like it says, you're pretending to sit in that imaginary chair. And your arms can be up like this as long as your shoulders are away from your ears, belly's drawn in. Maybe your gaze is going towards those hands. Maybe you're working at putting them together. If not, just like this is perfectly fine too. Take a big inhale and an exhale. Can you get a little lower? Ah, yeah. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to prayer. And this is a balancing pose. So while chair is great for balance, we're going to test our limits just a little bit more. Can we go ahead and just lift that right foot off the ground just for an inch? See how it feels? A little wobbly maybe? That's okay, right? That's okay. Go ahead and set it down. Let's come back to extended mountain and back into mountain. Inhale your arms up. Sit back in that chair. Take a big inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to prayer, and now let's try to lift up that left foot. Just an inch or just a little bit off the ground. Just hover. Root that right foot in. See how this feels. Are you wobbly? I'm wobbly. Set it back down. Inhale back up. Exhale to mountain. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. From here, we're going to come into balancing star. So we're going to press all the weight into our left foot. And we're going to bring that right foot off the ground and our arms into a V, like we're making a star, a big X with our body. And you're putting that weight in your leg. You're lifting this right leg up, trying to make a straight line. Your core is engaged. Your glutes are engaged. I'm going to hold this. Awesome job. Come back to center. And now from here, we're going to lift that right knee up, grabbing below the knee. Remember, not on the cap. We're going to hold right here. We're going to come into, right now we're just going to do hand to knee. And then in a few minutes, you'll have the opportunity to do hand to toe. So let's just find our balance here. I know it's tricky. I know it can be hard. Take a big inhale. One thing that works, and it's really working for me, is finding one spot in the room in front of you that you can focus on. For me, that's you guys. That's my camera. I can focus in on that, and that helps stabilize my balance. Go ahead and bring that leg down and shake it out. Then from here, we're going to take that right leg, I'm going to cross it over the front, and we're going to bring our hands into a T, and we're going to twist to the right for a little standing twist pose. Now we're going to come back to the center, hands to our hips, and bring those legs. Lex, I can't talk to you right now. There should be in the bin, but I cannot talk to you. You're going to make it so that I have to redo these. Okay. All right, so go ahead and reset. I'm going to move into balancing star on the other side. So put that weight in that right leg, arms into a V, and then we start to float that left leg. You want to find a good edge here, right? And you want to find your edge. You don't want to sway over. We want to be upright. We're finding that balance. We're making that long line from our arm to our foot, like we do in side plank. Shoulders drawn down and away, belly drawn in, supporting your back, slight bend in the knee, big smile on your face. And breathing. Please don't forget to breathe. Awesome job. We'll come back down. And now we're going to come to that hand to knee on the left side. So you're going to bring that left knee up, holding it below the kneecap, bringing it up. You're getting a stretch here too, as long as balance and core. Shoulders away from your ears, belly drawn in. Flex that foot. Root your right foot into the ground and smile. You're doing so awesome. Now we're going to bring it down, and we're going to bring that left foot over the right, bring our arms out into a T, and then twist over our left side, belly drawn in, shoulders drawn down. Maybe if you can, try to look at that left arm, see where it's going. And we're going to come back to center. Untwist our feet, bring our shoulders back, shake it out, take a big inhale, and an exhale. Now from here, we're going to bring that knee up again. This time, we're going to have the opportunity to do knee to nose. Actually, I'm going to grab a strap. So if you have a strap at home, or like a rope would work. A robe tie would work too if you don't have a strap at home. But I'm going to show you how to use a strap first for this pose. I'm going to use a strap on my right side, and then on my left side I will do it without the strap. So if you're going to use the strap, I hope you have it. If not, pause the video and then come back. And we're going to put it around the sole of our right foot. Grab it with one hand, and then we're going to bring that right foot up. Find your balance. Root that left foot in. We want our right foot flat, so we're not pointing our finger. The toes are pointing up at the ceiling. And there should be a slight rotation in this hip socket, okay? So your leg's not straight out. There's a little bit of a rotation. I'm going to try to bring it up. Find some space in your groin. Shoulder down and away from your ears. Belly's drawn in. Take a big inhale. Find that focal spot, and then if you can, if you're ready for a challenge, we're going to bring that right leg out to the side. So we're opening up the hip. Ooh, you might fall down. Just try again. These are balancing poses, and I actually haven't done balancing poses in a long time, so I'm excited to do these with you guys. Awesome job. Let's take one more breath here. And then bring it back to the front. Go ahead and release that strap. Pull your knee in for a little hug. And then come down. Shake it out. Take a big inhale. And exhale. And we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to show you what to do if you're not going to use the strap. Probably should have done my sides differently because I am more flexible on my right side than my left. Okay, so we're going to first bring that leg up, root that right leg down, bring that left leg up. If you're not using a strap, you're going to hook your big toe between your fingers and then extend that leg. Right hand on the hip if you need for balance, or out to the side. Find that focal point, belly's drawn in, shoulders drawn down. We're going to breathe, flexing that foot. And then when you're ready, we're going to try to open it. Oops. You might fall out of it. I've fallen out of both sides, and that's okay. I'm still going to try. I am going to try. Okay, hold on. We'll try this again. All right. I'm right there with you guys, see? Perfect. It's not an option here. Progress is. Go ahead and bring it back to center. Give that knee a little hug. I know that leg's tired. Put it down. Shake it out. Awesome, awesome job. All right. So from here, we're going to come back into chair pose. Take a big inhale. And exhale. And we're going to bring our hands to prayer. And we're going to twist over our right knee. This isn't really so much of a balance pose because we're not uneven, but it is a balance pose with our core. And a nice little break because we got a little bit more balance work to do. Go ahead and come back up to extended mountain. Exhale down. And then inhale up, back to chair. Bring your hands into prayer. And then twist over that left knee. We're breathing. We're doing beautiful. I think I might have forgot to turn my watch on. So I don't know how long we've been recording. Been in this class. But I know I'm feeling strong, and I think you are too. Come back to center, all the way up to extended mountain. And arms by your side. Awesome job, friends. Awesome job. All right, now we're going to move into some more balancing poses. We're going to move into tree. So with tree, I want you to either, we're going to start with our moving our left leg and our right leg. So plant your left leg in. And with tree, your foot is either going to be down here at your ankle. It's going to be on your shin. Wait, not your shin, your calf. Or it's going to be up here in your thigh. Or if you have the hip flexibility, it's going to be up here in your groin. Now if you noticed, oh, hold on, I got to get back in there. You noticed that the one place I did not mention is inside your knee. Please, oh please, do not put your tree pose on your kneecap. Anywhere else on that leg but your tree cap, your kneecap, please. All right, so you can stay with your hands on your hips. You can bring your hands into prayer. You can bring your hands onto a T. You can bring your hands up overhead. I like to tell people that when they're in tree, I want them to feel rooted in the way that feels best for them. Not what they think it should look like, besides the legs. But where do you want those hands? What feels good? What makes you feel grounded and rooted? This is an awesome pose. I think we overlook it so often, but even my 4-year-old is learning it in school when they do yoga. It's just such a great pose. All right, let's go ahead and come out of that. Shake it off. From here, because I think it's a great thing to move into, is we're going to go into standing figure 4. So we're going to bring that right leg back on top of our left leg. And we can stay right here, if this is where you want to be. Or you can grab that toe. This is another place where a strap could come in handy. You could wrap the strap around your foot and hold your leg up here. We're going to be here for a minute because there's a couple of variations I want to show you. So you can be here, or if you're really feeling confident, you can start to set those hip back like you're coming into a seated figure 4. And your hands, hold on, your hands can be in prayer, or if you have the balance, which I don't seem to have it right now, you can keep your hand hooked, holding that foot. And stay right here. Take one more breath with me, and then come out. Shake it off. I know it's a lot of leg work, it's a lot of balancing. You're probably falling over too. I am too. I'm here with you. The last pose we're going to do on this leg before we go to the other leg is we're going to move into eagle. So we're going to wrap that leg around our left leg. Maybe we're just right here. And then we're going to take right arm underneath left. So they make a little intercrossing twist. And you can stay right here if this is where your edge is, if you need to take a little break. Or you can get in the full eagle where you got that leg twisted all the way around your foot and you come into a seated position. If you see my right, it's really hard to talk and be focused. You can see that my right foot is wrapped all the way around my ankle. I'm all twisted up. And now when I come out, I'm actually going to come to that star for a second and then come down and shake it out. That was a lot of work on our left leg and on our core. So let's do a forward fold to kind of reset. So inhale, arms up. And then exhale, we're going to swan dive forward. And just let ourselves hang here for just a minute, just to reset. Really not a minute. I always say that when I just mean a couple seconds. All right, come to halfway lift. And fold. And then rise back up. And come back into mountain. All right. So now we're going to do tree with our right leg is the stable base for all of these poses, and our left leg is the one that's going to do the work. So let's first come in a tree. So we're going to bring that, remember, we're going to bring our foot to the inside of our ankle, our calf, our thigh, or our groin, wherever our hips and our balance allow us. Like I said, I'm not as flexible on my left side as my right. So today I'm going to stay right here. I don't really want to fall over a whole bunch. So it is a challenge. I'm recording for you guys. I'm just going to stay right here. I'm bring my hands into prayer. I'm going to focus on my focal point. Root my foot into the ground. Shoulders drawn back, belly drawn in. You can see there's a smile on my face because I'm here with you guys. And we're getting it done. Take a big inhale. And exhale. All right, let's bring that foot down. We're going to shake it off. And then we're going to come into that standing figure 4. I'm going to use my strap this time for 2 reasons. Like I mentioned, my left side is not the flexible side of my body. And I want to show you what that pose can look like with the strap. So I am going to have my strap in my hand. I'm going to bring the strap around my foot and bring my foot up. I'm going to, fall over, not really. Cross that. Okay, I'm going to fall over. All right, let's try that again. Okay, I'm going to bring that left foot, make a figure 4. Okay, you can stay right here. Like I said, you can use this strap. I know that you're going to be wobbly. I'm wobbly trying to get that strap on, but it does help. It does help you to keep a little bit of stability with that strap. And then if you want, you can begin to fold. Be stable. Bring your hands. I think it really works best if your hands are into prayer. There's a very advanced pose to this. I am not advanced into this pose. Okay. Breathing, really root that right foot in. You're doing great. We're doing great, right? We're doing it. We're doing great. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Then stand up and release that. Shake it out, and because we've got eagle to go into. So you're going to not fall over. So much balance, right? Okay, so we're going to take that left arm under the right and snake those hands together so your palms are facing. And then you're going to take your left leg in front of your right. And you can stay right here if this is where you want to be. where you can start to bend, like you're sitting back in that chair, and you're going to start to wrap that left foot all the way around your right shin. Shoulders are drawn away from your ears, belly is drawn in. You're staring at your thumbs or maybe the tip of your nose. You've got balance. You're doing awesome. Big smile. Go ahead, untwist that and come out and shake it out. Great job. Great job. Now we're going to come into Warrior Two. So we're going to step our feet out wide where our left foot is parallel with the back end of the mat and our right foot is in line with the mat, and we put a bend in that front knee. And from here, we can bring our arms out into a T. Look over our gaze of our right hand. Our gaze is down our right hand. Bring those shoulder blades down. And this pose is going to set us up for the remainder of our balancing poses today. So take a big inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to move into Warrior Three. So we're going to rotate our hips, shorten that stance, and we're going to bring our arms out in front. So we're here. And if you're feeling really confident in this pose, you're going to start to lift that back leg up. See how you can balance your warrior. We're breathing. You're doing awesome. We're going to set that down. Bring our hands to our hips. Take an inhale and an exhale. And now I've got two very challenging poses for us. I'm actually going to grab a block because I know that I'm going to need a block for one of them. Okay, so back in that half stance split, and we're going to move into dancer. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our right arm out in front. We're going to lean into that right arm, and then, okay, and then we're going to reach back for our foot back there. And you're going to think about kicking your foot into your hand, shoulders drawn away from your ears. Our hips are staying square to the front of the mat. And then from here, you guys, it's going to be so challenging. We're going to release that foot, and we're going to bring our hands to the mat for half moon. So this is where I want that block because I feel better with a block. You can stay here in this split, or you can move into that half moon where your hand comes up. It's kind of, and I want to look at you guys so bad, but I also know myself and my limitations, and I know I will fall over if I look at you. We're doing so great. I know you're so strong. This is so much balance. Go ahead and bring that foot back down. Guys, guess what? We are going to come all the way down to low lunge to finish out this side. I'm going to do low lunge. Let's do a little low lunge. Give our legs a little break. Bring those arms up. And breathe. You're doing so great. Bring our hands to prayer. And now we're going to twist over that knee like a revolved crescent, or we're down here and revolve in a low crescent lunge. Come back to center. And now we're going to bring that hand back down, and we're going to do a reverse low lunge. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead and bring your hands to the mat. Step that right leg back. Come into down dog. Yep, I definitely snuck one of those in. I'm going to do a down dog to get set up on the other side. We're going to finish this strong. We'll be in Savasana before you know it. So go ahead and lift that left leg up. Bring it through for Warrior Two on the left side. We know what's coming now. We know this is the super challenging part. You got this. I know you do. Take a big inhale. Set your intention to finish this class strong. Now we're going to rotate those hips, shorten our stance, bring our arms forward, and if we can, we're going to come into that warrior three, lifting that back leg up, finding our balance. We are strong. We've got this. Then from here, we're going to set it down, straighten both legs, bring the shoulders back, reset, take a big inhale. Now we're going to extend that left arm straight, hinge at our hips, get all the weight in that front foot, and then lift that back foot up. If we can, we're going to reach for that heel and press our foot, and press that, the top of our foot into our hand, into our palm. And breathe. You're doing beautiful. Now we're going to pull forward, using that block if you need to, like me, coming into that half moon. So we're going to float that right foot up, and if we can, we're going to open up with our right arm. And if you can, you will turn your gaze towards the right. I am not there yet, so I'm going to stay here. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead and come down. Bring your hands to the mat. Bring that knee to the mat for that low lunge, just to stretch out that leg. Release the tension. Bring those arms up by your ears. Shoulders drawn back, belly drawn in. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those hands into prayer. Now we're going to twist over the front. You did awesome. You know that, right? You did awesome today. Come back to center. Reach that right arm back and down, left arm up, and reverse your warrior here in low crescent. Bring your hand down. Swing those legs all the way around. Lie on your backs. And let's take this much needed cool down. Just let everything just fall open. We worked our core and our legs and our shoulders without even realizing it today. A lot of leg work, a lot of core work, a lot of focus on our mind. We have a soft gaze down our body, our eyes are closed, connecting with our breath. And remember to definitely pause this video if you would like to hang out in Savasana longer than we are for the recording. When you're ready, just hit play. To finish it out. So let's go ahead and roll over onto our right side, taking that at least one breath. Then we're going to sit up and you're going to find your easy seated spot. For today, I have decided to share with you about the Hindu goddess Kali. So this is from my Goddess Power Oracle book. So for me personally, I just like to pull a card and read the meaning and let that apply in some way for me to that day. That's a great way for me to stay mindfulness in the day. So I have specifically pulled Kali for our challenge. So with Kali, you're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects of your own shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that no longer serve you, who you want to become. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story or expect to succeed in your life. There is beauty in liberation that is deep, fierce, and courageous. It rises up from the willingness to break the chains of the past in order to transform into something new. Kind of like our balance flow, right? Break through that barrier just to see how far you can go before you fall over on that edge, right? You may be afraid to set boundaries with others, but the goddess Kali has come to lend you her daggers, for you must cut ties with the familiar ideas about the life you have determined your place in the world up until now. You have been holding back on shining in the world because you're afraid of the reprise or judgment of others. This helps no one. You must step into life authentic, glowing. Refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. Every day, claim your power to liberate yourself from caring what others think. When you're asking for the wisdom to live and contribute, to do no harm, and to serve for the highest good of all, none of this matters, even if you must tear down what has been built. Kali will help you whenever you need to be courageous, even when you're most afraid. Be fierce, be loving, be willing to learn. Life will respond in miraculous ways. Kali of Liberation. And I thought that that was a really great card to pick for a confidence building week, because how much do we hold back shining on the world because we're afraid of judgment of others? That's really the steal of self-confidence, isn't it? All right, so with that, please bring your hands into prayer. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. Kind thoughts, friends. Bring your thumbs to your mouth. Kind words. Bring the thumbs to your chest. Kind heart. Be courageous today, my friends. Be authentically you. You were born to be authentically you. Find balance. Know that you're strong. And know that even if you fall, you can get back up. Namaste.